The alarm rings. A person opens their eyes, reaches for the phone, and checks the time before they know how they feel. Too late? They get up, brush their teeth, put on clothes, check the calendar, check the deadline, check the money, check the little signs that say whether they are winning or falling behind. Then they step into the day. Maybe it is school. Maybe it is work. Maybe it is a room where everyone watches the clock and tries to do enough to be called successful. And somehow all of this feels normal. But here is the strange question. Who built all these rules? Not only the laws written in books, the invisible rules. The rules nobody explains, but almost everyone follows. Who decided that time should be divided this way? Who decided what counts as a good student, a good worker, a respected life? And why do so many human-made systems feel like nature? Because life is not only made of facts, it is also made of rules. Some rules are visible. Stop at the red light. But the deeper rules are quieter. Wake up at this time. Learn this way. Work these hours. Earn this much. Look busy. Move faster. Keep up. Nobody carved these rules into the sky. Humans built them. Other humans repeated them. Children grew up inside them. And after enough repetition, the rules stopped looking like choices. They started looking like reality. But rules did not begin as a trap. They began as a survival tool. Long before clocks, offices, schools, or money, humans had to live together. A person alone was weak. A group was stronger. It could share food, protect children, watch for danger, and pass down knowledge. But a group needs patterns. Who shares the food? Who leads? What happens when someone lies? At first, these rules were customs, habits, stories, warnings. They helped people know what to expect. Rules helped turn strangers into a community. They created trust. They made cooperation possible. So the problem is not that rules exist. Without rules, humans would not have built villages, cities, schools, or roads. The problem begins when rules become invisible. Because once a rule becomes invisible, people stop asking if it still works. As groups became bigger, the rules became bigger too. A small group can remember who owes what. A city cannot. So humans created systems. Money became one of the biggest. A coin, a note, a number on a screen. None of it has meaning by itself. But if enough people believe in it, the symbol becomes powerful. Money lets strangers trade and turns work into value. But it also creates a rule. Your choices are shaped by how much of this symbol you can get. Then came the clock. Time exists in nature. The sun rises, the sun sets, bodies get tired, seasons change. But schedules are human-made. The clock takes the flowing experience of being alive and cuts it into pieces. Hours, minutes, shifts, deadlines, appointments, late, early, on time. This helped people coordinate classrooms, meetings, and modern work. But it also changed how humans felt inside their own lives. Suddenly, a day was not just a day, it was a container to be filled. Then school taught another rule. Sit here, start now. Stop now. Raise your hand. Finish the test, get the grade, move to the next level. School can open minds. It can teach language, numbers, and cooperation. But school also trains people to accept ranking, wait for evaluation, and measure themselves by scores. Then work continues the pattern. Be on time. Meet the deadline. Answer quickly. Be useful. Keep improving. For many people, a job is not only how they survive. Identity and productivity start blending together. Then comes the rule of success. Success is strange because it sounds clear, but it changes from person to person. For one person, success means freedom. For another, respect. For another, safety. Still, society often draws the same ladder. Better grades, better job, better title, better body, better life, up, up, up. And if you're not climbing, you may feel like you're losing. But who drew the ladder? Who decided which direction is up? This is where rules become emotional. Invisible rules enter the mind. They become the voice that says, you should be further by now. You should be making more, doing more, moving faster. That voice feels personal. But often, it is society speaking through a person. Modern productivity made that voice louder. At first, productivity was useful. How much can be produced with a certain amount of time or effort? But slowly, productivity became a moral rule. If you are doing more, you are better. If you are resting, you are wasting time. If every hour is not useful, something is wrong. The human becomes a small factory with feelings, and the clock is always watching. Social media built a new layer on top. Now the invisible rules are in the pocket. Post the right thing. Look interesting. Look successful. Be real, but not too real. A person looks at a screen and sees tiny windows into other lives, but not full lives, only selected moments. The achievement without the doubt. The result without the ordinary years behind it. And the brain quietly compares. Am I behind? Am I enough? Am I visible? This is a new rule system. Attention as status. The scoreboard is no longer only money, grades, or job titles. It is also views, likes, followers, reactions, silence. Again, this is not magic. Humans designed it, humans use it, humans reward it. And now another shift is arriving. AI. For a long time, many people believed the rule was clear. Learn a skill, get a job, become valuable, repeat. But AI makes the future feel less stable. What happens when machines can write, draw, code, analyze, answer, and create? What happens when students wonder what to study, and workers wonder what human work is worth? AI is not just a technology question. It is a rule question. If machines change work, humans may have to rethink value. If information becomes everywhere, humans may have to rethink education. If productivity becomes almost infinite, humans may have to rethink life itself. This is why old rules feel strange now. They were built for earlier worlds. Some came from survival. Some came from cities. Some came from factories, offices, and screens. And now people are trying to use all of them at once, inside a world that keeps changing faster. No wonder modern life can feel confusing. We are not just living our lives. We are living inside layers of old agreements. Wake up by the clock. Learn by the system. Work by the schedule. Earn by the market. Compare by the screen. Measure yourself by a scoreboard you did not build. This is not a hopeless story. Because if rules were built by humans, they can be seen. If they can be seen, they can be questioned. If they can be questioned, they can be changed. Not every rule should be destroyed. Some rules protect people. Some create trust. Some make life safer. But rules should remain tools. They should not become invisible walls. A good rule helps humans live. A bad rule makes humans forget they are alive. So maybe the most important skill in the new world is not simply following rules faster. It is noticing which rules are guiding you. Which ones help? Which ones harm? Which ones belong to a world that no longer exists? Which ones need to be redesigned for the world arriving now? Because life is not only made of facts, it is also made of rules. The clock is still there. The school is still there. The job, the money, the status, the screen, all still there. But they look different. Less like nature, more like something humans built. And if humans built the rules, humans can question them. Humans can redesign them. Humans can build new ones.